Powered by Virginia. Radio.
Yo, we back.
Yo.
757.
Welcome.
Podcast.
Like I was trying to say earlier, first things first, happy birthday to my boy. T-Stacks. Fat boy, love you.
Nephew.
Word.
We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, we do.
In the building.
Y'all know who she is, but for those who don't, let them know who he is.
Talk to him.
My name is Onyx, and I'm running for city council. I'm number 4 on the ballot. I do a lot of stuff in the city. Check me out, LaKesha Onyx Hicks. If it don't say Hicks, it ain't me.
It ain't her. If it don't say Hicks, it don't make sense. Just think about it. Think about it. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Doing fine, Miss Councilwoman.
Miss
Doing
Council.
good.
Yeah, speaking into existence.
Yeah, it got a nice ring to it, too.
It does. I like it.
That's
Councilwoman Hicks.
That Councilwoman Hicks. That's what it is.
Yeah, it sounds good.
That's after, from now on, when you see her, that's what you call her.
Miss Councilwoman.
Miss Councilwoman Hicks. Got to say the Hicks right.
Speaking of council, what's your insight on that melee we saw with the city council?
Which melee?
The first one.
You thought the first one.
Well, okay. I think things could have been handled with a little more diplomacy, a little more transparency. I think one of the things that we're lacking is that we, as the citizens, never know what's going on until we're at council.
Right.
So when we're being governed by somebody that we vote for, I think that they have a duty to make sure that we understand what's happening before it happens and not as after a decision was made.
Right.
Facts. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. And y'all need to listen for real because, I don't know, it's just politics, yeah. I don't really, me and politics is like, yeah, wait. But it's going to get better. It has to get better. That's how I feel. It has to.
Well, it has to. It's time for a change, and one of my things is that it's time for a new Portsmouth.
Yes.
It's time out for politics as usual. That's how we got into the state that we're in. A lot of the same status quo. We need to stop trying to get on the wheel and break the wheel and start over again.
Facts. Oh man, that is real good. But besides being a councilwoman, you are, to me, my persona of you, you are a down to earth woman. Tell them where you from.
I'm from the Oaks. L.O. for life, baby.
Say
L.O. for life. I'm from the Oaks, born and raised. All day. I always rep the Oaks forever.
How long you been out there? I was out there with the grease ropes.
Man, I was out there with the grease ropes. What are you talking about? I was beating on the boom box. I mean the green box.
The green box.
Before the basketball court was fenced in. When Paul used to be the lifeguard. What you talking about? I was out there when we had a diving board, Mr. Times. When we had the little rope that was on the playground with the grass. I mean with the sand underneath it. We used to throw everybody in the air.
Yep.
Now I'm from the real Oaks.
Yeah. That was a good time.
I'm from the Oaks that there, when nothing was blocked off, it won't fence in, where you can get in and out 3 ways.
Yeah, on Virginia Avenue.
Yeah, I'm from that Oaks.
Boy, yeah, that was a good Oaks. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from the Oaks with Calton and Tehran. I'm from the Oaks with Skeet. I'm from the Oaks with Dee Dee. I'm from the Oaks with Mr. D and Cookie Man. I'm from that Oaks.
Cookie Man, first nigga from the Oaks with a moped. Shout out, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Cook.
With the first moped out the hood, my nigga.
That's what's up.
I remember that. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Speaking of throwback, being young, hindsight, looking up to now, what motivated you to make this transition to change the city?
Well, I've always been motivated to change the city. If you know a lot about, and those of you that don't know a lot about what I do, I'm an activist and I'm an advocate.
Right.
So I'm always trying to change the city. I'm always working to change the city and the state for better. I'm always working. I have a nonprofit organization called PRR, Prevention, Reform, and Recidivism, where we prevent the school-to-prison pipeline, reform the criminal justice system, and reduce recidivism by reforming the felon and other offenders. So I work to against sentencing disparity to make sure that those of us of color that were locked up for astronomical time frames that we get fair sentencing and start to bring some of us home. I work to make sure that the youth have an outlet and that they have a path to go to, because that's something that we had when we were younger.
Yeah. Right.
So I've always been
y'all better listen.
I've always wanted to change the city, but sometimes what happens is when you're an advocate and an activist, you want the change and you continue to talk to the people that can legislate and they don't make the changes. See, with advocacy and activism, it only works if somebody puts it into policy. Yeah. So that's why I decided to run. While I was looking for somebody to be the voice for us, there really wasn't a voice. So I decided to be the voice that I was looking for.
Hold on. Let me get that right there. Pay attention. Pay attention. Oh man, that is what's up. So another thing I want to know is, see, like, you know, Dre, you know, he the book smart. He gonna hit you with the political jazz. I want to know the fun stuff. Okay. When you gonna have, because you be having a lot of events too, dealing with music and everything. I saw it out there at the 420. I had a ball. Matter of fact, that's just shout out to Jermaine and Louise Lucas and all of them. Hopefully have you up here soon. But what else you got in store next?
Well, you know, I am focused a lot on the campaign, but I have to be my authentic self. So stay tuned to something real dope that's coming. That's a campaign event, but it's for the city. It's for my folks. So just make sure you stay tuned to that. I don't want to put it out there because I don't want nobody to steal my idea.
Yeah.
But
ain't no shot biting. Ain't no shot biting.
Y'all will know. But yeah, I want to make sure that I always give us a voice, because I was able to do the things that I'm able to do because of the people in places like London Oaks that people told me to stay away from. People like Rand and people like Skeet, right? They told me to stay away from those type of people, but those are the people that protected me to make sure that I was hands off and make sure that I went to school so I could be put in a position to come back and do the things that I was able to do. So I always want to make sure that I keep it a buck and that I give back to the youth. Even with my campaign kickoff, I had young kids there. I had a lot of young men there that are in the music industry. And I'm always looking for ways to highlight them, to give them a positive outlet. Because, you know, we want them to stop doing certain things, but we're not giving them anywhere else to put their passion and their energy. So I always want to make sure I stay connected to the youth.
That's what's up. So y'all hear that, young local artists? Y'all see this lady right here, the Councilwoman Hicks? Yeah, you need to come correct. You might, something might happen.
I got some dope stuff planned.
Something might happen.
Hey Mo, tell them that number to call in, man.
Oh yeah, the number.
Get them out to them so they can get to it.
As soon as I can, let me see. Oh, it is 757-964-9367.
Y'all got any questions? Call
any questions for Miss Councilwoman Hicks? Go ahead, call. Say whatever you want. It's up to you. Hopefully you didn't see that note on it there.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's cool. But anyway, back to what do you have planned for real once in office? Because I'm gonna say it, once in office.
Okay, so I hit on some of the things. You know, I want to do the things that we always need to do. Make sure public school is funded, and things like that. But the main thing for me is transparency and accountability. We need to hold our elected officials accountable, and I expect to be held accountable just like I hold other elected officials accountable. I want to make sure that I fight for transparency. I want the city to know what's going on at all times. So anything that I can share with the city that does not violate my oath of office, I will share with the city. I think that that's extremely important, and with a transparency and accountability comes the responsibility to make sure that the funds are spent correctly. So I want to make sure that we have an open book policy, because when these monies are being allocated to people that are supposed to be improving the community and there is no improvement in the community, somebody needs to be held accountable for that. Like, how long do you get to take money and not have any fruit off of what you're doing? So there needs to be some accountability, and I just think that is the main thing. There are so many things on top of that, and that I believe the reason that we're in the state that we're in, because there is no transparency and there is no accountability. And when those two things are lacking in government, then people can run amok and do what they want, and they can tell you whatever they want. And then you just sitting here frustrated because you don't know how we got to where we got to.
Yeah, I hope y'all got that, and that's layman's term. I'm telling you. Wow, that is what's up. See, like I said, me and politics, Cause I got my own opinions and stuff. Everybody got their own opinions, but I appreciate and value the ones that actually do something or doing something, not just do something waiting till you get in there to do it. And I notice about you, you're doing something right now as you get there. You know what I'm saying? Right. You showing improving instead of, saying what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You can't do what you really want to yet, but you know what I'm saying? You getting there, and I salute that and respect that to the fullest.
And I think my work ethic speaks for itself. I have fought for the city, the state, and the country in regards to affecting change without being in a legislative position. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's important because I'm not waiting for a title to lead. Mm-hmm. I'm not waiting for somebody to vote me in to be a change agent. I'm not waiting in that manner. What I'm doing is I've always been effective and I'll continue to be effective. And I think that we need more people that are from advocacy to get in a place to make policy, because what happens is people make policy, but they don't consult with the advocates that are actually doing the work. Mm-hmm. So if you don't understand what the issues are of the people for real, then how can you effectively govern the people? If you're governing from a mindset of if you make $500,000 a year, and you've never come down out of that place, you can't govern the people effectively. One of the things that I make sure that I do is I'm always connected. I'm good in every hood. Today, right. Yesterday, and forever, because I'm never going to forget that I'm just a kid from Portsmouth. I'm never going to forget that I'm just a kid from London Oaks. I'm never going to forget that I'm just a kid from Norcom. I'm never going to forget what it felt like for everybody in the city to think I was nothing from where I grew up at. And for them to look at me now that I'm an executive in the third largest technology company in the world, the first woman of color. Who thought that would come from London Oaks? Who thought that would come from Portsmouth? But we came from there. And I'm here to make sure that I represent little girls and little boys, especially people that look like me, because they don't have people that look like me that can tell you that you can be yourself. That's why I rock my hat, and I'm going to always rock my hat. It's to the front, it's to the back, it's to whatever way it's going to be, because I change environments that I walk into. I walk into corporate America, and now they rock their hats to the back. I walk into corporate America, and now they wear jeans to meetings. So I'm not worried about what the people here say, because I'm here to transform the mindset, the thought process, and the city as a whole. It's time for us to move.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's real right there. That's real.
And I'm gonna be honest, and it may sound sad, but I don't care. I registered to vote this year for the first time, and yes, I shall. You be on my ballot.
Number four.
I've never voted, and I'm speaking fact. I've never voted in my life ever, because I don't. But
but that's important.
My kids tell me I'm getting old. Yeah.
But that's important, and I'm glad to hear that, because one of the things that we realize is that yes, we are the minority, but we also are the decision makers. See, let me tell you something. Biden got into office because we voted for him. Trump got into office because we didn't vote at all. So we decide on who's going to be, where they're going to be. The rest of America falls 50-50. If we understood the power of who we are and what we can do, then we would vote more. So the fact that you voting now makes a big difference, because there are times when somebody wins with only one vote. And I'm glad that you're voting for me.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, I got a question for you. I know it'll probably be way too left, but I don't care.
All the questions.
Yeah, I got. I'm
You've
sorry.
been doing his homework. I'm proud of my boy.
No, this one is freestyle to the left. I just gotta ask because I'm nosy.
Let's get it.
Who your football team?
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, get off the show. Cut. Take it off. Cut.
Yeah. I mean, it is. So I boycotted it for a while, and then I left.
Oh, you love.
I was like, I'm not going to be a football fan because of the whole cap thing. That's the activist in me, right?
Yeah.
But then Jerry Jones be getting on my nerves so bad that I was like, man, I don't got no football team. I just like anybody. But then I still didn't like the people that I didn't like. So it kind of made it hard. Everybody, because I love football. So I realized that I was still saying we, even though I was like, I ain't no Cowboys fan no more. So I'm a Cowboys fan. I've been a Cowboys fan since I was a little girl, jumping up on my bed saying Tony Dorsett, just like Howard Cosell. That's what I used to do.
Don't feel bad. He a Niners fan, so y'all kind of.
Yeah. What are you?
I'm an Eagle fan.
Oh man, that's
wonderful.
That's trash.
That's kind of wonderful. It is really. If you look
at it.
If you look at it,
you ain't got the answers, Houseway.
I'll be in my mind.
Yeah.
In my mind, go mouth.
Thank you.
It starts in your mind.
Thank you for saying starts in your mind, but we're not gonna help you speak. We're not gonna touch and agree on that one.
The future bright for us, I can say that. What about y'all?
I mean, it's always bright for us because you know.
You got a star in your helmet?
Listen, yeah. Well, the star on the helmet, and we always have a spark when we start.
That's the oldest.
But then we end up Garblito.
Make sure y'all call in, man. Y'all got any questions y'all want to speak to me, my co-host Mo Mac, special guest Miss Onyx, City Councilwoman,
Miss Councilwoman,
soon to be
Hicks. Somebody, I don't know if I put, but anyway, continue. You talking about I got all the questions? I do. I did a lot of background and homework and stuff. You know what I'm saying? What about you, brother?
I mean, I want to switch. I'm gonna curve it a little bit. So
we
all saw the internet the last few days, and everybody's been talking to me. You know, saying Dre say something about the about the female who had the McDonald's.
That was a fake.
It was
to find out it was a hoax.
It was, but you know
that was a whole.
The whole situation was beneficial to me, and I think we can all take something from it.
Calls from a good discussion.
Well,
want to know my opinion?
Before she came out and said what she said, it was all like, "Oh my God," you know, it was hectic. But what's your take on it not being a scam?
Here's what I think. At the end of the day, regardless of how you feel, a man's responsibility is to his child.
Right.
No matter how you feel about it, that's where his responsibility is. Now, you need to make sure that you choose the right type of partner to be with, because if he was a father to those children when you were together, you would want to be with someone that will continue that role when they are not there. So there is responsibility all the way around. I don't have people in my life that do stuff like that. Like me, I'm feeding all the kids. My ex-husband, he's coming through, he's feeding all the kids. He don't care. You know what I mean? Because those are the... So I think that more than having a issue with whatever happened, I just want people to take more accountability for who they choose to be with, because a lot of that accountability is on yourself. Because at one point you chose it. That was what you wanted. And so you had to know what you was getting into.
That's fact.
I'm kind of, in the way mine's both ways kind of. And hear me out before y'all cuss me out. Check this out. In one way, and like you're right. You're right. If I was there and like and I've been doing it for him, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't with her,
Right.
But she told on herself when she said it was just really basically a hit and run, you know what I'm saying? If it was a hit and run, I'm not buying them other kids. I ain't got to buy them. Man, I tell my kids, like he did, come to the car. Let's send my kids to the car.
But that's why I said at the end of the day, the responsibility for somebody is really only to their kid. But you have to take responsibility for the people that you decide to be in that situation with. So there is responsibility all the way around. Although I would love to see a man say, I'm not going to see a kid be hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I would think that, any man of character would, but then you don't know his pockets. What if he only had $10 and then this is what he does for his son every day? So you just don't know the whole situation. So I will hope that anybody that had the means to make sure that children ate would ensure that children ate. But if they don't, it's still up to them. I mean, that's like a case-by-case scenario. I myself, my kids straight up always been able to provide for my kids. I mean, I'm married, but I've always been able to provide for my kids. If we were to be gone today, it ain't gonna matter if somebody bring them a Happy Meal or not, because I'll buy them they can have lobster and steak if they want to.
Right.
So it's not gonna bother me. But that's because I'm gonna make sure that I always take care of home. But that's just who I am.
Yeah, she put her business up out there, and then with 2B is the way she approached her with it. Now, if she came differently with it, maybe, but I don't know. She just like gonna make you know what I'm saying? Like nigga.
Yeah,
Sorry. Right.
You got the mic.
You got the mic. Oh.
Y'all can probably hear me loud.
Yeah, you loud.
I'll be like, you know what? No one got 3 other children. In my mindset. Secondly, okay, next time I get your kid McDonald's, I'll get my kid Chick-fil-A.
Oh, you gonna go bougie now? Forget McDonald's. Oh, you gonna go bougie?
Well, I'm gonna drop the McDonald's off and pick up my kid and carry him to Chick-fil-A.
Oh shoot!
Well, that is an option to always to pick up your kid. But I mean, he did ask for his kid to come outside too. So
yeah, he did.
I mean, it's just a messy situation all around. If you ask me, like I would have never put my business out there like that in the first place.
But guess what, though? It was all fake. It was a hoax. She did it all for clout. You know what I'm saying? She wanted some views.
But that's why you got to watch the internet. People do a lot of stuff for clout,
and
they don't even tell you. You just be following the wrong people.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Y'all hear that? Wise words from a wise woman.
How we see it?
They follow behind the follower.
National News made the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that part. I missed the BET.
Which one you referring to?
The one they had the shooting.
Yeah, when they had the shooting up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had Portsmouth,
Virginia.
Yep, they had Portsmouth, Virginia.
Well, Houston, Chicago, Buffalo. I'm like that. Portland making a national.
But the truth is, and the thing that they don't talk about, while violence does happen everywhere, Portsmouth is with only 90,000 people is one of the most dangerous cities in the country.
Yeah.
Per capita, it's more if you go per capita, it's more dangerous than Chicago. So you gotta think that's crazy.
And it's way smaller.
Yeah, way smaller. And that's what makes it so much more dangerous, because you have this amount of violence happening with only 90,000 people, and the frequency of it, and it's murders, it's robberies, it's everything.
It's
but
time for a change.
It is time for a new Portsmouth.
Yeah, it's time
for a change.
LaKesha, Onyx, Hicks, number 4 on the ballot.
Y'all make sure y'all do that, because I am.
make sure y'all get out there and vote. Y'all got any questions, like I said, y'all call in and
talk your shit. Talk your shit.
How was your week?
Oh, it was good.
Thursday?
Well, I mean, no, it was good. I'm actually working on something really, I had a really dope opportunity before I came here. And it's something that it's gonna be amazing. It's something that's gonna be able to impact CTE and the NFL. But that's all I can say, because I have a confidentiality. I have a confidentiality agreement now, so I can't really talk about it. But I can say that. And look out for that, because we're about to do some major meetings and some major movements with that, and that went really great. And again, it's just 2 kids from Portsmouth that are a part of that, and we met and we were made to be a part of that by doing what we're supposed to do and giving back to the community, not for clout, not to be on the news. Because listen, the news call me all the time. I'd be like, go talk to somebody else, because I'm about that work. So we weren't trying to do that, and these people noticed it and brought the opportunity to us, just for actually giving back to the community and being where we said we were going to be and doing what we say we're going to do when the camera's not rolling. And that's the important part. You got to be who you say you are when the camera's not rolling. That's when you make your biggest impact.
And that mean everybody can't handle that though, but it's only a certain few can. You rock it well though.
Thank you.
You rock it well.
Thank you.
And I'm mad because I'm nosy, because I want to know.
She's coming from the original Oaks, man.
The original
Oaks, man.
We was built different. We just built different.
Yeah. Totally. We was the last of the dying breed.
Yeah.
I stayed on that side too.
I know.
It's still the era, bro. We in the same era.
Yep. It was beautiful. At least back then, it was bad. It's bad everywhere, but it wasn't like now.
There was a different moral compass. Yeah. There were certain things that just wouldn't have been able to happen no matter who was running the streets. Like kids and women won't get killed.
It was more.
That wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
I mean, people weren't just doing drive-bys. And, I mean, it's a lot of crazy stuff that's happening, and it just, at the risk of sounding like my mama and them, it won't like this when we was growing up. But
even with music, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Even with music, I feel it's changed. Because when we grew up, honestly, they told us to sell the drugs. Now the kids rap about doing the drugs.
Yeah, we grew up on drug dealer music, and they grew up on drug user music.
Yeah. Back then, we thought about capping people.
You had to do something real bad.
Committing suicide.
Yeah, it's different.
But it's a completely different environment, and they have different things that we didn't have. So I think that's why it's so important to stay connected to them, because when you're not connected to them, you don't. It was hard for me to understand some of the issues before, because it wasn't what we dealt with. But then I remembered what I used to feel like, what my mama and my grandmother and them used to tell me oh, like I can't listen to NWA or I can't do this or this wasn't what I was supposed to do because they weren't familiar with it. But going and actually understanding what they deal with on a daily basis is something different. Because I'm like, well, I mean, we think things like bullying, like we got bullied too, right? Well, I didn't really get bullied, but some people did get bullied, but it was different. Like somebody might come to your house and only your neighborhood knew. Now you get bullied online, the world knows.
Right,
So they don't know about and because they're so connected to their computers, they don't have the skills that we had. Like so we gotta take the time to pull them out of that and show them and expose them to different things because if we don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it. And right now they life is just online. And when something happened to them online, they don't know how to handle it.
Not at all.
No conflict resolution. Ain't no fighting. We'll fight and then be friends later that day.
Yep, later that day.
Not today. They ain't fighting. They shooting. They doing all. And I mean, you got to at least be able to go outside to fight.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go outside anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
shoot, sometimes.
We made like things happen. Like, the
Uptown,
hill, the cheerleader, hopscotch, y'all, the girls, jump scotch. We had the board right on the board.
I was a London Oaks playmate. We used to be at a parade, marching and doing cheers.
Right.
That was, and it was every day we had practice. So we weren't able to be out doing certain things because I was at practice on the White Square in London Oaks. Where we right after we finish practice and we gonna play kickball.
Right.
Yep.
So it's just a different thing and it's a different environment and it's so different from what we've experienced. That's why you just gotta stay connected because the music and everything is different. They music telling them to do something way different. I mean, even though we had drug dealer music, we also had self-destruction. We also had same gang. We also had conscious music. There was a balance. And I think one of the things that we get in trouble with is that we act like some of the things that they be saying we ain't say because we can't act like we ain't had Trina and Lil' Kim.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, Lil' Kim, let me tell you this. I shout out to the queen. But she said I used to be scared of it. Now I throw lips to it. Handle it like a real Heather Hunter. Janet Jack me. Take it in. Yeah, that's what. You don't get no more raunchier than that.
Yeah. Now is what they say, damn, what's this song? What's that
I ain't
song?
heard them say nothing worse than them yet.
What is it?
Trina?
So what's the City Girls? Some beat it, then leave, or something like that. Eat it and leave, or something like that.
You know what it say? Get the cat. What it say?
Get the cash. I don't know. I don't listen to it.
But that ain't worse than nothing I just said.
It ain't though.
Like you gotta think about Trina. You don't know now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we had 2 Live Crew that got banned in the USA.
Yeah.
So I think that sometimes we forget our own stuff because we become parents, and staying connected to the kids helps you kind of remember where you came from. Where you came from, and it helps you relate a lot more. And when you relate authentically to them, then they open up. I had a 16-year-old at my kickoff telling everybody, I showed him what loyalty is. He was like, I might be only 16, but she showed me what loyalty is. I talked to her about my mindset without judgment, and I think that's the part that we miss, and we can't judge the kids so harshly.
Who is the judge?
Because who gonna talk to you? I mean, just think about it. When your parents or the people in the neighborhood talk crazy about you, you ain't listen to them. No. I'm not gonna listen to you.
Kids. Yeah. And if you wasn't one of them same kids, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I was one of them kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? Same what everybody talking about.
Yeah.
Right. And then a lot of us turned out great.
Yeah. Outstanding.
35 years. Fucked up.
Yeah.
Real.
Hey, no bullshit. It's crazy. Hey, yeah, but I said, like I said earlier, it's gonna get better.
It is.
I think we had more respect though.
We did.
Yeah, we had a little bit more respect.
We had a lot more respect.
Real grandmama.
Well, you wanna know why? My cousin Tay will be weak off this because he said I really can't say this on air. Well, I would say it again. He will be mad. I don't care. Beat your kids. That's what happened to us. We ain't had, when we were growing up, we couldn't call the police because we got our ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't call them. My mama.
If you was able to call the police.
If you was able.
My mama, she would look at, I dare you to touch that. Call anybody.
Well, not only that, you better not embarrass me outside this house.
Oh yeah, you can.
And nobody, mama, better not come tell your mama what you did.
Oh yeah.
You was more scared of your parents than you were the principal. Right. Let me tell you this. They be like, cause my grandmother raised me. They be like, I'm about to call your grandma. I be like,
oh yeah, everybody.
Cause I might be wild, and they be like, they gonna call home. Well, I'm not gonna wild no more. Cause I already know the consequences that I get at home is gonna be worse than whatever they gonna do to me at school. Yes, even if it wasn't, I was gonna be on punishment for the whole summer. I ain't trying to do that.
No sir.
Nobody's trying to do that.
Nobody's sitting in the house because I'm one of them kids that used to sit my homies to the door to see if I can come outside.
Me too.
Like 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send them to the door. Hey, go see my mama in the house.
Right out the window.
And she screamed, stop sitting these niggas to the damn door. I was like, man, but it's got to get better. It's got to, because honestly, if this the future generation, I'm scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like so scared because these people wildin'.
Well, you know, we scared our parents, and we kind of responsible for this generation. Everything they have, we created. Yeah. Everything that our mind conceived when we were young, we have created it. We wanted to see Freddy versus Jason. Who did it? Us. We wanted the Transformers movie. Who did it? Us. We wanted to make the Jetsons a reality. Who did it? Us. So we gave them everything that we ever wanted without the accountability, the responsibility, and the respect to be able to handle it.
Word.
That's real facts.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we created all of this. We the dopest generation ever.
Yeah, we are.
We pretty dope.
I agree.
We really created a lot of stuff. Yeah. And we dropped the ball in some areas, but a lot of us do step up, and a lot of us are stepping up, and a lot of us are understanding that, hey, like if I could raise my kids in the environments that I grew up in safely, I would have loved to have done it. Because it was so many things that I learned from being in that environment that I could only teach them through word of mouth. Right. And, you know, sometimes it's just a history lesson. So you've got to think, when people telling us what happened in the 50s, I empathize, but to me, that's history. I wasn't there. I don't know what it feels like to have hose turned on me. I don't know what it feels like for somebody to put dogs on me. I don't know what it feels like not to be able to say something back to someone that's not black and not fear for my life. I don't know what that feels like. All I can do is really take it as a history lesson and say, "Dag, I'm glad y'all did that for us." And the same thing happens with us. If we can't show them, then for them it's a history lesson too. Think about all the stuff your mom and them told them they went through. For you, it was a history lesson. You like, well, okay, but that ain't what I'm used to. Yeah, and we got to remember that they're just different from us, and they're growing up into what they're growing up. It's normal to them, just like what we grew up in was normal to us.
Well, I don't know, because they wearing hoodies in 125-degree weather.
That's normal to them. They might have a stroke, because I don't understand. I'm like, what?
I seen two young dudes walking down the street today with hoods on, man. I say it's hot outside.
That's the trend.
6,000 degrees.
That's the trend now.
It's hot.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's like back in the day with us with the velour suits.
We ain't wear them janks in the summer though.
I seen some dudes on Prentice and Brighton
outside with a long sleeve on in the summertime. Man.
I seen some people on Prentice and Brighton back in the day, Rob.
Because you know what?
In the summer,
she had packed all the winter clothes.
Oh yeah, I still do that. I still pack up my winter clothes.
Packed all the winter clothes.
I still do that.
Take all the winter clothes.
Put all the winter clothes up.
Yeah. Yeah, she old fashioned. As y'all can see, like I said earlier, she is a down to earth, regular woman.
Yeah.
Councilwoman. A regular person. See.
LaKesha Onyx Hicks, number 4 on the ballot.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, you know now. Honestly.
Yeah. And you know what, I was talking to somebody. They all remember this, going in the house and your parents or grandparents saying, "You stink, you smell like outside."
Yeah, I remember.
And I remember smelling myself saying, "I don't smell it, I smell good." And then when I had kids, I found out what outside smelled like. I was like, oh, outside, I know now. Yeah, those was the good old days.
Yeah, the good days.
I'm just still trying to figure out how I made my grandma's electric bill going up just by opening the door.
Yeah, I ain't never understand that either.
Yeah.
Or the main mystery to me. Why turn off all the house lights when it rain and thunderstorm?
Turn off everything.
Yeah, my grandma said God was doing his work.
Yeah, unplug the TV.
I ain't
couldn't even talk.
Right. Better read a book.
I used to think when I was little, how God working in the dark? He the man. He got to be the man.
Turn off the AC.
Oh Lord, it was hot.
Oh yeah, you was no sir, that's a smoker.
Yeah.
That's a smoker. I can't do it.
It's light down there.
Had a fan in the window and talk through it.
I'm telling you, had to unplug, you couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Somebody told me it was gonna catch on fire.
Oh man.
Or somebody's house party caught on fire like that, and they just
struck by lightning.
Yeah, they just ran.
Well, maybe
But
I need to see that.
Is the power is gonna make it like they charge you by how much it. So if you
that door was over for 13 seconds.
Hey, that
nice look. You tried. You tried.
Yeah.
They like
in and out. My kids do it all the time.
Yeah.
I be like, what is you doing?
Well, it's 13 cents.
That's making the shit run up.
But
You think it's 13 cents? Mine let you bill $500, man. That 13 cent add up over the couple days.
Yeah.
30 days.
Well, we was out the Oaks. We had central air and central heat. Yeah. We was the bougie hood.
Yeah.
We ain't had no window ACs. We was like,
fan in the window. I stayed on 2636, a townhouse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I was out London Oaks so long that when we first moved out there, I was in the townhomes when there wasn't even any apartments in the back. Then my grandmother ended up, after my mother and them moved out, she ended up moving to the back. And I lived in the hallway with Emmett and Mr. D. So I remember one time I went to school, my sister had to wash the dishes, and she left the water running, and she flooded my mom's house and Mr. D mama's house.
Shout out to Mr. D.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. D.
What's up, my G?
R.I.P. Emmett.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's throwback right there.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man. Yes, sir. That's a throwback.
Yeah.
I was thinking about running for mayor by the 50. Think I can do it?
Yeah, you can do it. Why not?
Why not? Hey, long as you get the proper Beijing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You just can't go up in office just looking like nothing, man. You gotta have right Beijing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All that
got to get your edge up drawn on and your beard.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I just told you I will vote for you too, but you gotta have a proper Beijing. If the Beijing ain't right, you ain't no vote.
I just put a little bit of your beard.
You know what I'm saying? I take it.
Get a little bit of that.
Natural ride. That's what you want. You want natural ride. Natural.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Cheryl Willis for these shirts.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I want one. Why I don't got one?
Oh what?
Cheryl, she need call in Cheryl so she can put her
I need one.
We got you. What size you need?
I want a medium. I mean, they men's right, medium. Yeah.
Well, you know the regular tee. They ain't no corner store junk. They ain't.
No, they ain't the corner store.
I'm just saying they look right.
Lightweight.
They look lightweight. I can see the thread count. Looks like a good thread count.
This is nice material. You can hear it.
Like you can wash those and wear them again.
Yeah. Without being ashy. You know
right.
No need no jerkins. You know what I'm saying?
Not jerkins.
No need no jerkins.
You ain't got to wash it in Woolite.
No. Cause you know that feeling you get mad, so you just got the shirt. You wash it. What? Man, you never want to wash your clothes, dog. You be mad as a mother. So you wash it one time, you know that fabric fake.
Yeah.
That ain't ashes. I ain't get no gray shirt. You be like, I ain't ordered no gray shirt.
Find something else that's ashy with it. Act like it's a set.
Yeah, try to. You know, nowadays these kids they don't care.
Oh, they definitely don't care. They wear anything. They definitely wear anything.
Well, Crocs.
Man, I don't even own a pair of Crocs. Y'all own Crocs?
No.
You got some Crocs?
Yeah, I got a pair.
Oh, you got them on? I was
I ain't got them on.
I was about to tell somebody to put the camera on your feet.
Yes, sir.
I can't bring myself to bound.
You know what? I had to go. I had to do some time.
Yeah, I got
a
Yeezys.
mini vacation.
Well, no.
Crocs.
Well, no, not them Yeezys. I got like the Yeezy boots. I don't got none of it. Nah, I got it. No, I ain't got them. I ain't got them.
What, Yeezys?
Them Yeezy looking. I don't have them. I ain't. I love. Shout out to Ye, but them last Yeezys won't really mind. They won't mind. They want my thing.
You see the boots he got on now?
Yeah,
I don't know. He might get. But you
I don't know. They said it was you in that hood. Man.
That's what it was.
Said it was you the other night.
Hey, I told you don't tell nobody, dog. I told you, man. I confided in you in that, man. You suck. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid too, because I'm not paying. You know how much money that man charged for a show, and he gonna come up there with his face cover? You right. How the hell I know that's you?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. If I ever get to charge that much money in the show, y'all gonna know. Cause I'm gonna come up there with my face covered like.
Cause I'll be like your next campaign meeting.
Yeah, and I want them to see me though. I want them to see me.
I
need them to know who talking to them.
Yeah.
They gonna know it's me.
But
you
when
know.
you do that just would be funny. But I will be there.
Yeah.
That would be super. We'll have to go live there.
Listen.
It's gonna be lit.
We'll have to go live there on something like that.
Yeah.
You ever want to though? You ever want to? You ever change your mind?
Y'all making me think about it.
Mo can talk for you. You just stand there.
Okay. Okay.
Word.
Oh Lord, that ain't gonna go left.
Yeah. To the left.
He gonna say, Onyx, I know you told me not to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
I'm gonna beat the kids.
Cause I be loving. I be like, I ain't gonna lie. Like since I've been doing this, I've been studying podcasts and shows and stuff. And everybody else say what they want to. So.
But that makes you authentic. People like the authenticity. Authenticity. Ain't no need to.
I don't know how to be nobody else.
You can't.
I might say something that's off the wall to the left, but.
That's good. If that's you.
Let me eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, I'm a man. I admit I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I admit when I'm wrong.
I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't going to eat it. I'm going to be like Mo said that.
Yep. And I'll be like, sure did. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
He going to be in Facebook jail.
I've been there
I can't believe I'm in jail.
I've been in there plenty of times, boy.
I got 22 days left.
It made it so bad. It didn't even know. I thought when I first happened, I thought it was something wrong with my phone. I'm like, what the hell? I can't say that. What's going on? Facebook jail.
Ain't nothing worse than being. Ain't nothing worse than being in Facebook jail. Forget you in Facebook jail when you're scrolling and you go comment. That Jane say only you can see this. You in Facebook jail. Like, God dang.
That's hey, money, but see, that's why I say. I was don't make it mad you ain't think of it first. In a way, somebody probably already thought about doing Facebook and all that stuff first, but just didn't ever get to it.
Yeah, it was, what was it called? MySpace.
Yeah.
Facebook just came and took MySpace.
What was before that?
Black Planet.
That's decent.
Yeah, that shit sound like
what was before that?
The party lines.
Yeah, I was gonna say the chat line.
Yeah.
The chat line. That was chat line.
Yeah.
Oh man. I remember talking to a female one night on the chat line. She was like, "Yo, Virginia Beach on the chat line." Like she was looking at cops.
Right.
And she was like, "Yo, Virginia Beach on cops." This was like 93.
Yeah. That was crazy.
It kind of sucked
because
for
it wasn't
me.
on social media, so to hear somebody else tell you that Virginia Beach on cops, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Well, TV.
Oh, well, you know that's. Oh, that's the filmmaker. That's the film. That's the filmmaker channel.
I'll keep on my script together. He had a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, back in them days.
Shout out to T Spears. She said the chat line. She like
the chat line.
Hey,
them James was back then. It sucked back then because when you tell a girl you from Portsmouth, they hang up on you.
Really?
Niggas had to lie sometimes and shit. They gotta be like.
But you know, the chat line for us was just like fun. We used to just be up there joking and stuff. I guess guys used to be just joking, try to get your number or something.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. That's what they were doing.
Yeah, but it was rough being in Portsmouth, from Portsmouth. Even as girls, you be like, I'm from Portsmouth. They be like, where you gonna meet me at then?
Yeah, because
like, what you mean when I'm gonna meet you? You gonna come pick me up? I ain't coming out then. I was from the Oaks and from Portsmouth. They were like, nah, shorty.
Yeah, they'll say that real quick.
Nobody wanted to come out Portsmouth.
But don't get it twisted. Portsmouth is a wonderful place.
It is.
What you think about the casino?
It's gonna get paid.
I think that, and I hope that it is good for the city. I spoke with some people from the casino, and I do understand that there is some monies set aside to make sure that Portsmouth residents get jobs in the casino, which was one of my original concerns because I would have liked for that to be spelled out in the contract. Right. But I have talked to people from the casino who have said that they have funds set aside specifically for Portsmouth residents. So I think that that's a good thing. I hope that it brings more revenue and things like that into the city. I hope that we are collecting a boatload of taxes off of it. So I hope that it's a good thing for the city. I mean, I can't wait to go check it out.
That's what's up.
Me neither. That's what's up. That's gonna be. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
good for the city.
And we the first ones in this area to get it. We ain't usually first in nothing but crime. So to be able to bring something like that to the city, I think is a good thing overall. I just hope that we're able to benefit off of it. I hope that the areas improve around it and not decline. I just hope that the mom and pop shops aren't put out of business, that there is a way to continuously bring them up and partner with them to send people there. But I hope we get more hotels and things like that. I hope that Portsmouth becomes a place of industry, because that's one of our issues. When there is poverty, there is crime. And Portsmouth is an impoverished city. So when we're able to give people money and people are able to work for money and have livable wages, and that's key, livable wages, because when you don't have a livable wage, you're still in poverty. Most of the residents are impoverished in Portsmouth. And like I said, I hope that the casino makes other people want to invest in Portsmouth as well. And so I really do want it to be a success, because if that is a success, then other people will want to bring their businesses to Portsmouth as well.
Absolutely. And that's what's up. And honestly, I think it is going to be a success, personally, because gambling is a drug, honestly. So, and a lot of people love to gamble, boy. Addiction, boy. They gonna spend their check, boy.
But
you know
there'll be other things like shows there. They'll have bars there, and hopefully we'll be able to get concerts and things that happen at some of the other casinos. Like like Bruno Mars goes to the MGM. I would love for Bruno Mars to come to Portsmouth.
Word.
And to give us the opportunity to do things like that. And when you bring opportunities like that and show people that there's so much more in the world, it opens their eyes up and they don't get stuck in a mindset of poverty. So I really think and hope that it's a good thing for the city.
Word, yep. And like gambling, it also brings athletes. Yeah, all athletes gamble.
Everybody
that'll be lovely for yes sir.
Man, I ain't got no one over.
Maybe we get a sports team next.
Yeah. I wish.
Yeah.
They talked about that so much. I wish.
Right, so what city got the whole 757? I know y'all gonna say Portsmouth, but
I think Suffolk. I think Suffolk.
Suffolk should get the team.
Honestly, I think the beach.
Land, man.
The beach should get the team.
I think
I
think infrastructure wise though, the only city today that can handle the team would have
handle a team, but should get the team.
I think Suffolk.
Well, they gotta be able to handle it. I feel you.
I ain't going to.
Because they got the land too.
They got the land, but do they have the infrastructure? And they don't have the. I honestly think if somebody had to get a team today, it would have to be Virginia Beach or Norfolk.
It would have to be
the beach because they the ones. Honestly, they the ones with the money. They're the ones with the accommodations. We got one hotel. What we gonna? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why I was saying the beach. Because the beach is already an attraction.
Crazy.
Exactly. Virginia Beach is already an attraction.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And then if they had a major team there, you know what I'm saying?
Mo.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things that I think I would like to see is I would like to see them. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good.
That's my job.
I was just about to say, regardless of who gets the team, I would like to see the 7 cities go into a more regionalism approach like other areas. I think that if we did that, then everybody would be able to eat.
And it's well overdue.
Yeah.
It's well overdue.
Northern Virginia, we just call it Northern Virginia. And everybody else call us the 757, but we so secluded and you Norfolk, we Portsmouth, even the politicians act that way. So I hope we would take a regionalism mindset. Go ahead.
I think what Hampton Roads should do, which they ain't gonna do what they do in Atlanta. Combine the cities together.
Mm-hmm.
Hampton Roads, that includes Hampton, Newport News, Portsmouth. They ain't gonna do it. Look at Atlanta. Instead, they got cities, they got counties, like
right.
County, Gwinnett County, all that stuff. But Hampton Roads ain't gonna do it. They'll be I've heard if they combine it, we'll be the biggest metro area in the country.
We would be, without question.
Then they can put all their money together and get a team.
Yeah.
They would have to.
It's only right.
And they can get it that way.
Yeah. It make it more attractive.
Yeah. But it ain't gonna happen. So we wish for thinking. We wish for thinking right here. But it's a good thought though. Wish for thinking, but a good thought. You know.
Well, I mean, that's what people said about the casino. And look at us. We got one. Yeah. And it looks like it's gonna be finished ahead of schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
They gonna do something. They just they already changed the name of Golden Skillet. They just better leave it alone.
Is it the same chicken? Have you eaten that yet?
Yeah, it tastes somewhat the same.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhat the same.
I wonder if they sold a recipe. What is it called? Prince chicken or something? What is it called?
I think so.
Something like that.
Who got the best chicken around? Who y'all think got the best chicken around?
Oh man, you want to go to the best chicken, man.
Who y'all think got the best chicken? Don't say Chick-fil-A.
Nah.
Oh no. I mean, I'm a pescatarian now, but before that, I'm gonna tell you, it's a corner store in Churchland. I think a lot of the corner stores sell it called crunchy chicken. Boy, that chicken when it's hot, boy.
Yeah, they do got some mean strips.
That chicken right there, you can taste all the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I was just reminiscing on the deliciousness of the chicken.
Oh, you got me over here. I'm an undercover fat kid too. They got blueberry biscuits.
Yeah.
Them James are rocking.
The honey butter biscuits in there.
Yeah, right.
Honeyberry biscuits.
Yeah, it's good. That chicken. Man. I ate that chicken cold one day. You know, you eat some chicken cold. It's good. Some fried chicken cold. I ate it like it was hot.
Shit, me, I would too. Dre, you need to get some of them biscuits. Dre, get your chest back. You know what I'm saying? You know the chest you had when you was playing football? You know that chest. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, he said get your chest back.
Yeah, he always saying something crazy.
Yeah.
We used to it.
It's cool because we're having a good time. Yeah. I'm enjoying this, man. Yeah. This is a dope show right here. And like I said,
thanks for having me.
We can sweep. Hey, I slide over. We can get a bigger camera view. We all four can sit here and kick it.
Can I slide over?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to see.
It ain't. We tried. But like I said, once again, y'all need to vote for this woman right here, Councilwoman Hicks. One more time before you leave. Go ahead and put it out there.
LaKesha Onyx Hicks, number 4 on the ballot for Portsmouth City Council. If it don't say Hicks, it ain't me.
No, it ain't. And thank you for showing up today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I had a great time.
I'm glad you did, because I had a goddamn good time. That shit was funny.
Thank you.
I rubbed shoulders with politicians.
Huh?
How many of y'all can say that? Wonderful.
This one there. I'll keep that off the camera. Yeah, I was just trying not to let everybody see how short my skirt was.
You feel free to stay?
Almost there. You said
Let me slide over here. Who phone was that?
Oh, that's mine. Let me get my phone. I just shared it. It ain't live no way.
What's going on, man?
Welcome to the show, Brother John. Film writer. You know what? Let's just get into it. I just need my script, John. I just need my script. Just give my script. Tell me what to do, and just give my script.
You want flames on this one, brother. First off, I want to let everybody know I went to school with this man, knew this man for a long time. So, say your name first.
Well, where I'm at? One point.
Straight ahead.
Coach John Alexander, Portsmouth, Virginia, Churchland. When people say I'm just a kid from Portsmouth.
Get the mic, baby.
Oh Lord,
shit,
I'm just a kid from Portsmouth. This thing falling off, man. This thing drunk. Okay. Yeah, this thing drunk. Well, again, let me start over. Okay.
Talk to him.
I am John Alexander, aka Coach John. I'm not just a kid from Portsmouth. I'm a kid from Churchland. Matter of fact, I'm not a kid from Churchland. I'm a kid from Twin Pines. Okay. Represent. Yeah, represent, man. So not only that, I'm a screenwriter, coach football. I was coaching from 2009 2021.
What team? Tell them know what team.
Churchland. Then I went to Craddock. And let me tell you, them middle school kids, boy, I tell you, they in my last year with 2021 with the Wilson. I was the last Wilson coaching staff. So probably get back into it next year.
So he's basically antique.
Yeah, so I know about these kids in Portsmouth, how some of these kids raising themselves. Some of these parents is like out the streets. I know. So glad to be here, man. I'm proud, man. Glad to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
So
now you got all that out the way.
Yes,
Me
sir.
And Dre got one question for you.
Yes, sir.
When we get our script.
I am working on that. So, by the way, if you guys are watching on this great podcast, I got a film that I got to do in Atlanta. I'll be gone for a month, for 5 weeks. So when I come back, I'm all ready to rock and roll with P-Town.
Already cast. We got
already cast.
the next city councilwoman cast. Got these guys that gonna be cast. I want everybody in the city of Portsmouth. I don't care if you got a speaking role or not to be part of this series. It's gonna be a 6-part series, 30-minute 6-part series. It's gonna be awesome. Basically, it's gonna be basically a comic copy of the city. What's going on?
Tell them where they can find it.
Well, the show is gonna probably be on Roku or another network. So we're working on that right now. Okay. So it's gonna be on TV. So it's gonna be on TV national live. So that's what we're doing. So and yeah.
Can you give us a little insight on the movie or any? Can you?
That you can
sprinkle a little.
I'm not gonna tell all the details, but it's gonna be you're gonna have what's going on in Portsmouth. It's gonna be like a mirror to the series is gonna be. Okay. So y'all check it out. It's not gonna be for play like okay I'm in a movie. No, we're gonna bring it hard. So because we're looking forward to doing season 2, season 3, season 4 after that. So we're gonna film it right in the city of Portsmouth. So
y'all heard that?
Looking forward to that.
So Dre. Tighten up.
We're gonna be out here.
You gotta tighten up, man. You can't. You know what I'm saying? We
gotta get right.
Gotta get right. That is what's up, man. And that's as y'all see, another brother, positive.
I ain't even hit live yet.
Be like that, man.
It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. We ain't gonna tell nobody.
So talk to me. What's your questions? And come on, talk to me.
We want to know everything. We want to know everything. We want to know your background. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
You say you from what? Twin Pines?
Twin Pines.
Twin Pines?
Yeah.
How long you was out there?
Almost all my life.
Almost all your life.
Yeah. Now I tell you what, I moved out Virginia Beach. I'm still registered in the city of Portsmouth. People trying to say, so how can you run if you want to run for Portsmouth? You live in Virginia Beach. Don't worry about that. My address is still in Portsmouth. But anyway, we're still registered in the city of Portsmouth. Virginia Beach is like night and day when you come to Portsmouth. It's like when you come through that tunnel, you come through Portsmouth, it's like that attitude. You just can smell it. You can just smell it. Yeah, welcome to Portsmouth. Welcome to Portsmouth. It's like Virginia Beach. When I first got to Virginia Beach, I was like, is there any projects out here in Virginia Beach? He said, no, we got Section 8, but we got no projects. He said, yeah, we do got projects. I said, what projects you got out Virginia Beach? It's this place called Twin Canal. It's like,
look like Little Notes.
Yeah, it's a glorified Little Notes.
Yeah, like Little Notes.
Yeah, glorified Little Notes. But it's like this difference. Like when they know you from Portland, like, oh, you from Portland. Say we grown people now. Ain't like we kids. You know, say, oh, you from Portland. Grown folks say, Portland. I don't want to go out there.
Turning the nose up at you.
Yeah, tell you from Portland. Oh, you tell you from Portland. You get jokes. Say, oh, you're a Portland kid. That's the way how you act. It's like you have this. Everyone from Portland that has this aroma around them when they go places that say, oh, you from Portsmouth. Like, we carry this, I ain't say hardcore image, but we carry this. I don't care you from Churchland. I don't care you live in Long Point. I don't care you from Little Oaks or Jefferson Wilson. It's like, when they say you from Portsmouth, it's like, now you got this aroma about you. Like, you from Portsmouth. I don't know what it is, but when we growing up in Portsmouth, it's like, that's the only thing I know.
It's the soap factory.
It's so, yeah. It's like everything you know.
That's the swag. That's the swag for the soap factory. But I feel you. But I want to get back on this movie thing. What are you doing in Georgia? What you going to Georgia do?
We're doing a it's a $25 million hip hop horror movie called Sessions. Mm-hmm. I co-wrote it, and we're going to production August 1st.
Big names we know about.
Well, this is Atlanta.
With the big budget.
I can't handle that, but I'm just writing them script supervisor, so I can't handle all that. But
walk past.
Now, I just found out that we're trying to get. Well, we're gonna have Tyrese Gibson, Oh My Elves. But check this out.
And dark skin dude.
We might end up getting as a rapper because we need a rapper to play the role. They talking about what's the rapper name? Akashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
I know.
I don't like that movie already. I don't like that movie already. Oh,
that's what it said.
All these other rappers.
But he's gonna die within about 20 minutes of the movie.
No,
but anyway,
if you don't die when the credits come on, I don't want to see it.
So we're gonna be doing that for 5 weeks. TV One is gonna be doing behind the scenes. It's gonna be a national release, part of the holidays. So that's what That's what's got going on right now.
What inspired you to write this movie?
Well, they told me to write it. They paid me to do it. They said, "Hey, I want you to write a hip hop horror movie. Here we go." I get paid to write.
That's enough for me.
Shoot, it took us about, I'd say about 2 months to write it.
Word.
Yeah. So you get paid to write these movies, and next thing you know, you're up there. And I've been in Tyler Perry Studios a few times.
Boy, you got that recent.
Yeah, been in. It's
Tyler Perry Studio.
Yeah, that's a big ass studio.
Ain't
that the crib or something?
Yeah.
Nah, basically his studio was a former Confederate Army base, and he took it over. That's a big studio. I mean, it's point where it's so big that he has security guards, security truck. I mean, cars before you go in. Got a welcome center. It's not just a regular old. It's like one of those Hollywood studios he got there. He got everything surrounded. He got. That's where all these movies that you see, all these shows that he's filming, all that come from the studio.
Right.
Wow.
Everything. The neighborhood set up.
All that.
I used to live by one of them. No, I'm just fucking.
So all that, man. So yeah,
he did though.
That's where I met Mo.
on the family praise together, stay together. Oh man, that is what's up, man. Like, a lot of people wish they can be in that position like that. In a position like
you just gotta keep. I tell people this, man, because I can tell people this. I ain't had a 9 to 5 since 2009, since I got back. So I had an insurance. I was an insurance agent for many years. Had my own, insurance, whatever. But I just kept on doing what I wanted to do. You live your dream.
Right.
It's good. It's gonna be a struggle, and I tell entrepreneurs this: it's a struggle at first when you're trying to be your own boss. You got to work hard, and I said to all the people out there that you sleep when you're dead when you're an entrepreneur.
Right.
Sleep when you're dead, but you have to keep on. You have to keep at it. You have to keep on, continue on. Don't quit. If you quit one thing, you can quit everything else.
Right.
If this is something you're passionate about, you love doing,
don't give up.
Don't give up. And if you're passionate, it's not work. The money will come.
Right.
Just got to keep going and grinding, whatever you do. I don't care if it's what I'm doing, real estate. I love coaching football. That's the only thing that I had to be on time was football coaching. If I had to do some training, but coaching football, I had to be on time for that. But just keep on pushing what you're doing. If you're listening or you're watching, if you're an entrepreneur and you're scared, take that leap of faith. The only thing that you're going to fail a couple times. Failing is part of it. Failing is part of it. You got to keep on trying. Don't be scared to fall. No one's perfect.
No.
So just tell people keep on pushing. I mean, you can always live your dream.
That's what's up. Speaking of that, you say you coach footballers. Speaking of football, let me see if I remember.
Think too hard.
Buffalo.
That's right. Back in 88, 89, I was probably the only Buffalo Bills fan in Portsmouth.
Ever.
I used to go to school. People used to joke on me after all the 4 Super Bowls. Keith teachers joke on me. I'm a Bills fan. We going to Super Bowl this year. And guess who we playing in the Super Bowl? Cowboys.
Well, shit, you should write a movie about going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a good fix.
But y'all win in the movie.
We're going to win this year. Real life.
Damn, y'all ain't even going to make it in the movie.
We're going to win this year. We're going to Super Bowl this year. We're going to win.
Why? By how? By buying a ticket?
We're going to Arizona. Buffalo going to Arizona.
I just want my script.
Yeah.
I just want what I need to do.
Yeah, we just doing small talk because we need to get we need this in black and white. We need this on paper. We need a miniature contract already. Ain't that right, Miss Councilwoman?
That's right.
We need that thing on. We need that thing on.
Yeah, I recorded them. No worries.
Yeah, that's what we got.
I appreciate it.
Or
so
we could be like a rap trio.
Okay.
I can rap for real though.
We know. That's why we could be a rap trio.
All right. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. When I get that camera in front of your face, well, the podcast gonna help y'all be able to act.
Yeah, we practice.
So you're practicing. That's what I'm talking about.
And
so
she's
practicing.
always in front of the
She's
camera.
always in front of the camera. So y'all ready?
We ready. 757 ready. We ready. We ready.
So, anything else y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, I like to have my own dressing room.
That ain't gonna happen. Hopefully you able to change in the street. So that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Buffet table?
They ain't buffet. Oh, you better hope you get a table.
Damn.
You better change in the backyard. Remember we in church and got all these woods back there? Change in the backyard.
Mosquitoes.
There ain't gonna be no mosquitoes in September. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie.
And y'all make sure y'all call in. Y'all got any questions for Big John?
Any question for me, call.
757-964-9367. Powered by Virginia.
I ain't gonna front. Nobody called today. It's cool though.
It's all right. It's all right. Wait till the 10th episode.
Wait till the 4th.
Okay.
We got some treats in line, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Like I said, proud of you guys.
Y'all just waiting for you to get back so we can
get that movie popping, man. That's all my man.
I might end up putting y'all podcast in the movie in the show.
That's easy.
How about that?
That's easy.
That would cut everything off. I mean, that would cut all y'all complaining. I'm saying keep going. I'm saying that will put y'all in the movie so that way my community activists and stuff can come on y'all podcast and talk and advertise the podcast on your on a TV show, and that way you be like, oh man, the 757 Ready podcast is on P-Town.
Oh man, that right there.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
I see potential in that.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
That's our script. He just gave us our script.
Oh man, Drake. Yeah, you gotta get your J right, man. You gotta get that baby right. You gotta get that baby right, man. We our faces on the tizzy. I'm telling you.
Hey, John, you know we used to play football?
Yeah.
A little flag. We were old then, man. You know what I mean? And we
that's why I twist my ankle playing that.
I twist mine. I let it go after that.
I mean, boy, I'm gonna tell you, boy, when one time playing flag, I was trying to block this dude. He came from the NFL. And every time I looked up, I was behind where the quarterback is. The quarterback said, man, can you stand up? So one time I just picked the dude up by one arm and just slammed him. I knew it could have been a flag. Referee didn't see it, boy. Them flag days, boy. Whew.
Yeah, flag. People don't understand flag. It's
flag,
fun. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Keep your shape.
Damn right, that's
it's physical.
But man, coaching, man, these kids, boy, in Portsmouth, boy.
Yeah, coaching is better now. You old now.
I mean, right now, I don't miss it. I probably miss going to the games. But going out there, these kids, they got, I remember I was a head coach at Craddock Middle School, and I had to deal with a whole bunch of kids.
What was your worst experience coaching at Craddock?
Well, I can't say because we lost our game, because we did. I mean, bad, too.
That's
right. Not the worst.
They tried. They tried.
Good kids. They tried. Good kids. The good. Clap it up for the kids. Clap for these kids, man.
Good try.
Cause they be going through stuff and it's tough, man. Homes and I ain't say the worst is so much stuff when it comes to football. You should know your dad's a coach, and boy, I remember, boy, growing up. If you ain't get it at home, your coach is gonna get it to you. Kids these days now will tell their parents on the coach, and their parents will go up to City Hall or whatever to complain. You do that back in the 90s, that was like a code of nah. And if you tell on one Coach Silly or Coach Bobo, that's your ass. Cause Coach Bobo will pluck you kick you in the back of the neck like so bad, boy. I mean, old school, man.
I'm sorry. I want to coach so bad. I want to coach just because. Yeah, we were just talking about it because I was like, I want to teach the kids also the fundamentals and the fun fields of football, and football, and then bring it over to life issues because these kids they not happy. You got to teach them. I want to teach them how to respect their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, because teach them is other things to do than violence and
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the parents is not even in the house. Either they just out and about in the streets or working 2 jobs. Because I had one kid, 13 years old. I asked him, why you not coming to practice? He's 13. He had to babysit his 2 sisters.
Yeah, stuff.
So and then I had kids that wasn't eating, and I used to answer kids, tell your parents bring $5 for y'all want to eat a game meal. Nah. And some of these kids, and I realized, why these badass kids and cry we can't win no. I mean, and then I realized these kids only use football as an outlet. Right. They come and they respect now knowing they respect the coaches, then they do as a teacher. Because I used to walk into the schools and surprise them, say, "Oh shoot, that's coach, that's coach."
They tighten up.
They tighten up.
Yeah. You was doing too. That's what I'm about to say. Sound familiar. You was doing too. Everybody did what they call that. It's you right. They respect their coaches more because that boy they see their teacher. Man, bump him. Oh, that's Coach Sus. Oh shit. Fuck that nigga. I'm playing Friday. That shit.
Yeah. So coaching, man, is it's fun. You just gotta be disciplined with it. But like I said, if you coach in Portsmouth, especially the middle school level or whatever, the JV level, you can coach anywhere because you got to deal with these adolescent kids, these kids going through situations, gang violence. Because I remember one time, Churchland had their whole offensive lineman had monitors on their ankles.
I don't think you should have told them Churchland like that. Dwee. That's a hood school. Worry about that ankle monitor. You better be home after practice.
That was a good thing though, man. Yeah. At least you know where they at.
Yeah, you know where they at. Yeah. So, I mean, it's what it is. I mean, but I never had any problem with any kids coaching. It's what it is. I mean,
I think coaching is a cool job because, like I said, you're a mentor. You know what I'm saying? They look at you like a mentor. Like you said, kids without fathers, they look at their coach as their father figure. I heard many kids and even grown athletes say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, coach your son.
Like I saw on Facebook, like you said, I don't know if it was you. I think it was you with the Tomlinson pivot jam.
Yeah, Mike Thomas.
Yeah, my cousin shout out
to
True.
Yeah, listen.
Shout out to True. He showed me that Jane. That was a good interview.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
All coaches take a look at it.
Thomason.
That was your caption too.
Thomason.
All coaches should look at this.
Yeah, Thomason. He spit some facts. You know what I'm saying? He spit some facts, and I respect him too. And plus, that's VA, baby. You know what I'm saying? But back to Buffalo, not going to the Super Bowl movie. Hey, look, this is what I think. You should play the quarterback for them. I think you'll do better than Kelly and them did.
Can't even play quarterback in the neighborhood.
I'm talking about in the movie.
That's too funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's fun.
That's fun.
Because we really know Buffalo ain't going to the Super Bowl. I want know the outcome of the movie.
I want to know if I can capture some high school football team out here because the series gonna be based on two kids, real life events. A kid that's in the game, but he's a superstar athlete trying to either he's gonna stay in the streets or he's going to college. Then you got one kid that he's a community activist, but his dad is the kingpin of Portsmouth or P-Town.
Oh, so he getting us a look. Y'all
so we're trying to, balance out, and then we got a politician, city politician. Of course, it's going to pivot everything. So that's the 3 subjects on it.
Sound like somebody.
So let me be the kingpin. Let Mo be my son.
Oh no! Let me be the kingpin. Let him be the son because Dre, that's a perfect role for you, Dre. Because your baby gonna really need to be tight there because you gonna have to look young. You gonna have to look young. You gonna have to shave.
But you ain't got no hair. That's why I said you could be the kid.
No,
you
I
could
can't.
Be like a newborn.
I look too old to be a kid.
No, you don't.
You got it.
We can't do no special effects.
Yeah, exactly. So bam, Beijing.
You gotta do some type of special effects.
No, we can't. There ain't gonna be that money in no special effects money. We ain't gonna have no money for them person to do makeup. Just come out there.
We can't even get a buffet table.
You just put. Nah, you ain't no buffet table.
No salmon.
We extras.
No, y'all gonna have speaker roles. No, y'all don't need no script because I'm gonna have. Well, y'all might have a script because I'm gonna do the podcast in the series. Then I'm gonna get y'all a script.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be sweet then.
Since y'all invited me up here onto this awesome show, I'm gonna put y'all in the series.
I just want to be the bad guy.
You can be the bad guy on the radio. Yeah.
Just want to be the bad guy. You know, cause like I was saying before the show came up, see like in movies, everybody love the bad guy. The bad guy's a cool guy.
So he make you the good guy.
Yeah, he gonna be the good guy.
I'm just
yeah. Look at him, yeah. You know, look, see Will Smith. Look at him.
I just want to know how much you pay for this belt.
Oh yeah, that's the champ belt right there.
I took him to the scope one night.
Oh, that's what.
You took him to the scope.
Touche. But as you saw, I won. You know what I'm saying? I won.
Cause I be seeing you with this belt.
Yeah, that's
championship.
Nah, I like shooting pool. Yeah. You know, I done said a couple times. So that's a pool belt, man.
I think he only got it because he bought it. But I don't think he wanted it actually. But that's me. On the low, But yeah, we thinking something's gonna have like what quizzes and stuff. We're gonna have a little game show too. We're gonna do everything up here.
Man,
talk about everything.
I love this.
That's what's up.
I'm glad I'm on it. Glad y'all invited me to the second show, not the 15th show. So I'm glad.
Cool.
I'm glad that we up here. I'm glad I'm up here with the featured city council women.
Yeah,
give it up for her. Give it up for her. Clap it up. So.
Yeah, we having a good time. We try to hide Jank, you know.
Cause if I sided, cause I thought about one time, guys. I thought about running. Because if I would have won, I would just flip the script. Because I think right now, until Onyx becomes city councilwoman, I think right now until November, Portsmouth need to do a sweep. They need a Joe Clark type of atmosphere to clean this city up. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion.
You're right.
Need a Joe Clark type atmosphere. If you out and about or...
So basically, you think you gonna lock the doors on the floor?
Lock the door. Cold blue. Cold blue.
Cold blue. Oh,
if you living out in the neighborhood and your son killed someone or whatever, I don't know if I was going to say this or not. Maybe it'd be too hard. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta get evicted.
Oh, you can say what you want.
Y'all get evicted. I mean, I'm just thinking if we gonna come in, I think that there's need to be a Joe Clark type of atmosphere to clean the city up for a few days or for a few months. But I don't think they're gonna do it. They said they ain't gonna do it because I saw the press conference. They weren't gonna bring in the National Guard, state troopers, and I said bring in about 150 gang force task units, put them up in the hotels, whatever, on apartment buildings over there, across the street from City Hall. Portland got them the money that they can do it. If they can just lose $11 million a couple years ago with just losing it, they got money. If they're going to pay this lady here after they fired her $400,000 a year, just, I'm just say it, $400,000 a year, they got money. City of Portsmouth has money.
Dang, you trying to do the Carter. Lock down on the Carter.
Yeah, you might have to for a few months.
You know what I think they should do with the money, honestly? Even before that, even though that's a good thing, but me personally, they got all these military veterans that go over there, do what they do, come back here. Honestly, my own opinion, don't care if nobody get mad and get jerked. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of homeless military. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel you should get the competent ones, the ones who go through therapy and all that stuff, and all this money, and put them in security cards in all the schools everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I think so too.
That'll help a lot to protect the kids. You know what I'm saying? That'll help starting. Maybe if they feel protected, they won't act crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, what kids got guns for to protect themselves? You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I'm doing this series, honestly, is for the kids.
Right.
This whole series, even though y'all gonna be grown ups and all grown ups gonna be, this series is basically based on the kids. I always wanted, because I went down to City Hall, they ain't really do nothing. The Portsmouth I told them I wanted to do a program for screenwriting for kids. And they looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, okay, how are we going to do this? How you going to find it?
Because they don't see money out of it.
They don't want no kickbacks. I said, yeah, kickback. There ain't no kickbacks out of it. Because I wanted to let people in Portsmouth know, because some of these kids do not play sports. There's another way they can go to college. If they want to be the next Tyler Perry, the next Spike Lee, come out of Portsmouth, I want them to be there. If I can put judge, all that stuff.
You be anybody you want to, y'all.
I reached out to you to help, didn't I, John?
Yep.
I inboxed you and was like, how can I help?
Word.
So I'm still trying to do that because I want to build
I got you.
a entertainment complex, like a studio, to bring these kids so they can actually learn how to do film directing, learn how to do stage plays or stuff like that in the city of Portsmouth. For that, because like I said, most of these kids don't do sports. Some of these gangbangers out here don't play sports, don't even know how to sports, no athletes. But if you put them in front of a film or a camera, they could be like, man, I may want to do this. I might want to be able to write my own movies, do my films. I might want to shoot my film right here in Portsmouth. So that's why the series is up, just so I can, because it's gonna be a lot of kids. I'm gonna get a lot of students, a lot of kids that's in there. I want to get the gang members too to say, hey, get on camera. I know they'd be like, come on in, see if you want to do it. You might change your life.
That's a setup.
They did it for Michael Jackson. Remember he had the Bloods and Crips in the video?
Yep.
So
he did.
that's what.
Yep.
Because I know a lot of kids that I coach is in the game. So previously in the game. So
and it's possible. Look at little homie Dodo. You know what I'm saying? From Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Maverick. I need a jersey for that shout out. Sound. And who else? Merritt?
Yeah, LaShawn.
Yeah, it's athletes on the low. They just don't choose.
It's a lot more.
They choose the other path. A lot of that happened to a lot of athletes, especially in our era growing up. We grew up against a lot of athletes, and some went to the right way. Some went to the left, because some had, like you said, had no choice. Like you said, the young boy that had to babysit his sister and stuff like that. A lot of people was going through that as teenagers. They couldn't go to practice and games because they had to watch this. They had to be basically the man of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I salute them kids. The kids is even doing it now. I salute you. Just stay on the right path. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But
you had to look out.
Yeah, let them know. You let them know you do whatever you want. Be whatever you want to be.
I'm gonna
put your mind to
last minute shout outs.
Oh, we at the last minutes?
Yeah.
I remember one kid came to me and asked me, Coach.
John gotta go get our script. We gotta go.
Yeah, Coach, I have no food in the house. I'm hungry. I've been hungry for the last 2 days. So I took the kid, gave him some food. We gave him some food. Took the kid to what? I said McDonald's Sunday. He was just hungry.
Did you buy all the kids something to eat from McDonald's?
No.
You ain't buy all the kids.
No.
Y'all done joke. He ain't buy all the kids McDonald's. See, he bought one kid.
That's funny, man. No doubt.
What's she doing? Buying all. I mean, I'm not buying the kids here, but you know, I said, okay, next time I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll give you the kids McDonald's, but I'll tell you what, my kid getting Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Oh man.
We ain't together no more.
He said 5 guys.
I mean, go on to the top.
You know, right away.
5 guys.
Hey, shoot. Man, you funny, John. You always been funny. You was a very comical dude from school, even to now.
I'm always, like I said, I ain't changed. I just got grayer. I ain't changed. I was big before, but I lost some weight. You know, I'm trying to get my weight back because I ain't want to be under 200 pounds. I've been known as Big John. I don't want to lose that weight. But anyway.
And undecisive. It's cool.
Yeah.
Want to be Luther. You know what I'm saying? You want to be Luther. You don't know when you want to be skinny. You don't want to be big. You just confused.
Yeah. But I'm glad to be here, man. Thank you, guys.
No doubt, indeed.
And we enjoyed you being here, man.
For sure, man.
And good luck on that screen right now.
Clap it up. Clap it up for me.
Oh, my fault, brother.
Clap it up.
My fault, brother. My fault.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Keep clapping. Keep clapping.
Oh man, you
love y'all, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Safe out there,
thank
man.
you, dog.
Return the favor.
No doubt.
No problem.
How many more minutes we got? None. We off.
Batteries dead.
That was dope. Zoop. I hope y'all enjoyed our journey.
We did, man.
We heard. I'm talking less professional. Less professional.
Powered by Virginia Radio.